Alright, I've removed the drive sprocket and idler wheels from the sprues, and I'm going to go ahead and put these together. There is a couple little holes and a couple little pins. You have to line those up. Not like that, but like that. Put a touch more bit of glue right there. There's one of the idler wheels put together. Let's do one of these drive sprockets. These kind of have a key. Let's see, there is a key here. Yep, there's the key right there. Okay, put a little glue on the key area. Like so. There we go. Okay, there's one of the drive sprockets together and one of the idler wheels together. Right, here are the two drive sprockets put together and the two idler wheels glued together. It came out pretty good. I also glued together some of the road wheels. Just a few of them here. The rest of them are still on the sprue, and I have to paint the black on them. Then I'll put them together. So I have finished all the way up to step 3 now. We're all done with step 3. Got these racks, or I'm not sure if they're racks or not, but have the muffler, the shield, this rack thing, the swing arm, suspension, shock absorbers, idler wheels are put together, drive sprockets are put together. So I actually have up to step 4 mostly done. And we'll just see how it's going here. It's interesting, this picture right here of these two soldiers in the tank. One of them is holding a dog. The other one's petting the dog. And I don't recall seeing a dog. I don't recall seeing a dog in the sprues. Let me look. Wait a minute. There is a dog right there. This is very unique. This kit actually provides you with a dog. There's the dog's body. There's its head. And here's the figures. So, I get to make a dog and paint it up along with the figures. Won't that be fun? Let's see. Yeah, on the box top they don't show the figures with the dog. Let's see on the side if they do. Nope. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. There's the loader, the dog, and the commander. Jumping ahead to step 5, it shows putting on all the wheels. I'm going to go ahead and put the drive sprockets on and the idler wheels. I will not be putting the road wheels on because I don't want them to get sprayed the same color as everything else. So drive sprocket goes there. The big idler wheels go here in the back. So let's go ahead and put those on. Alright, here is the drive sprockets on. They have the poly caps in them, so they spin nice and free and they don't come off. The idler wheels do not have poly caps. Excuse me. They are just shoved into place. And they turn also, but I didn't glue them, so I want to be able to take them off and on. But they do not fall off, so we'll just leave them like that. When it comes time to putting the track on, that'll make it easier to take those things off, I'm thinking. Okay. Step 6 is done. I'm going to move on to step 7. Here's some right here I found. Here is B31, which is this one. Right there. B31, B32 is right here. B33. There's 2 of those. Two B33s. And we have a little part here, B45. Some sort of a window visor or something. That's all the parts there in the front. In the back, we want to go with B4 and 5. B4 and 5. Let's see. There we go. Let's take that off. B4 and 5. All right, here we go. There's B4 and 5. And then B21. Looks like there's 2 B21s. Okay. All right. Let's get going here on step number 9. And that is building the gun mantlet. It looks like all of the D-sprue. And I have the parts. I'll cut off the sprues. And we're going to build the, they're calling it the gun mantlet. And it's the portion of the cannon that, like the base of the cannon, if you will, where it attaches to the front here. That's where it's going to go. So, I got these parts. Started to clean them up. We'll clean them up a little bit more, and then we'll start assembling them. All right. So let's put that aside. These are the parts we're going to need for step 9. There it is. And here is step 9. Completed. The gun mantlet. It goes right there. So let's cross out step number 9 to indicate that we are done with step 9. So I'm faced with a decision here. Step 10, it is about building the barrels and inserting the barrels into this thing that we just built. Okay, we have two choices. The short, for lack of a better word, the short, fatter barrel, or the longer, narrower barrel. The way they, excuse me, the way that they word it in the instruction is you select either the 7.5 centimeter or the 10.5 centimeter gun. Okay. So a lot of the pictures I've seen have the short gun in them. I like the longer gun myself. I think it just looks cooler. So I think I'm going to go with this longer gun. Parts 5 and 6. 2 halves of this gun barrel. I also need that part right there, which is 17. These 2 parts, 21 and 22. And D41, which is, where's D41? It's not on this particular sprue. D41, I don't see it there either. There it is. D41 right there. Need that part also. So I'm going to go ahead and snip these parts off, and we'll start putting them together. Okay. Let's see. We did step 10. We put together the barrel. We have this whole gun mantle put together. The barrel. Can only go in one way. This is how it goes. swivels up and down. I'm not going to glue the gun barrel in yet, because I just put the two halves together of the main tank body. Next thing I'm going to do is glue this gun mantle inside there. It'll go down in there and stick out here. Once that's all glued in, put the barrel in it, and we'll be able to move into the next step. Step 11 is doing just what I described. It's taking this and putting it in there. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, I just put this gun barrel, the gun mantlet, into the body of the tank. Just fit right down in there. And a touch more glue to it here. Once this is dry, I'll add the barrel. Now we move on to step 12. It's building the smoke dischargers and the no-tech light. So we'll find those pieces. Looks like it's on the A and D sprues. Alright, let's look for those. Step 14, start building the cupola and all these parts that go on it. I haven't decided if I'm going to make it in the open or closed position yet. But I have all the parts out here, and let's go ahead and begin. Okay, back. We are on step 15 at the moment. I have installed the cupola with the hatch and the periscope binoculars. What else have we done here? Oh yeah, I just put the this hatch on right there in the closed position. What else? Yeah, so next I'm going to start putting the spare wheels on, but I'm just going to put the holders for the spare wheels on right back here. And let's see, is there anything else I can put down here? Oh yeah, I can put down this, I'm not sure if that's a fire extinguisher or what that is. I'll do that. All these tools that they show here, I'm not going to be putting down right now because main body of this tank is going to get sprayed with the desert yellow, and I don't want the tools to be all desert yellow, or the spare tires. So what I'm going to put down now are just these holders for the spare tires. So let's find those and then we'll put them on. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to step 16. Step 16 is putting the machine gun shield up at the top. The machine gun shield, you can either have it stored or in the open position. Looks like some more vents need to be put down. There's a grab handle right here, it goes down. The rest of these parts that they're wanting me to put down are all tools. And these tools are going to be left off till last probably. And step 17 is attaching the mounting hardware for the side armor. And after that, step 18 is putting the side armor on and the track pieces. And I am not convinced yet that I'm going to put the side armor on. Haven't decided that yet. So what I'm going to do right now is, on step 16, is I'm going to put the machine gun shield on. Probably this grab handle thing. There's a couple of vent covers. There's a grab handle here. We'll put that kind of stuff on. And that's probably going to do it for now, because once I get all that stuff on there, it will be time to spray this tank with the desert yellow. So let's go ahead and put those parts on, and then we'll come back after that. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to start painting. I've got my tank set up here. I'm going to start with NATO Black, XF69, and then finish with the XF59 Desert Yellow. Whoops, let's get it there in the camera. These are all Tamiya paints. I use my nice little Iwata airbrush. This is the Iwata Revolution CR. It's a good brush. So what I'm going to be painting black first off is the treads, or the tracks. Then I'm going to go ahead and put some of the black on the body of the tank and on the side skirts. So that's where we're going to start. Okay, so let's get started with the black. And we're going to paint the tracks, or the treads, first. Let's see. It's pretty floppy, so. Now for the tank. All right. Now for the desert yellow. The barrel just fell out. I never glued it. Well, accidents do happen. Okay, so here is the tank with the desert yellow painted over the NATO black. And it is now time to start putting all the road wheels on. Machine gun, the barrel back on, various bits and pieces, and then excuse me, then we will put the tread on. So we take these idler wheels off to get the tread on. But before we do that, we'll put all the wheels on here. So let's do that now. Okay, first wheels we're going to put on are the spare wheels that go in the back here. And we just take a little dab of glue, put it on these little key parts, and these fit together like that. Whoops, let's try that again. Like that. One. Here's number 2. Let those dry up for a minute or 2 or 3. They go, like I said, back here. Then we have all the road wheels here to put on. Let's get this machine gun out of the way. Yeah, that little piece. Here is all the road wheels that go on. Lots and lots of road wheels. Let's get this tilted down just a bit more. There we go. All the road wheels. Yeah. Okay. So we will start with, let's see, these are going to go on right here. Like that. That one I didn't finish painting. Whoops. Okay. That'll go there. Well, let's just go ahead and put some glue on it. And that one. Like that. There we go. The first set of road wheels is on. So I'm not going to bore you with the rest of them. I'll just put the rest of these wheels on off camera and then I'll come back to it. Alright, here's the tank so far. I've got all the wheels on except for the big idler wheels. I'm going to leave those off for now. And so all these road wheels are on, and of course the main drive gears are on. The barrel is now glued back on. It's fine. We've got the spare tires put on the back here. There's going to be more pieces of track that one's going to go here. Another one's going to go over here, or this one's going to go like right down here, I think. I need to put the shield back on that I knocked off. That's going to go there with the machine gun, which I started painting. As for the tracks themselves, they're the rubberized plastic tracks, and I'm going to glue them together and then put them on. I will do a little weathering on them. Right now they have just a layer of NATO black on them, so that's the base I wanted. So anyhow, there she sits, and so now I'm going to start working on the tracks, glue them together like I said, and put them on. Okay. The tracks are together. They say in the instructions these tracks can be put together with regular model glue, but that doesn't work. It didn't hold, they just came apart. So I switched over to CA glue and shot it with some accelerator, and now they are together nice and strong. So these are ready to go onto the tank. And we will start by making sure that they are going the right direction, which I believe is this way. It's really hard to tell. Actually, very hard to tell. I gotta look at a picture. Alright, I just looked at a picture and it looks like they go this way. Probably can't see that in the camera, but they go this way. So, putting tracks on these kind of tracks is a little tricky. Basically have to kind of start with the getting it over this. I could take these off. Maybe I should do that and make it easier. Let's do that. Get these lined up. Oh, I see. Okay, let's get these lined up with the hole like that. Okay. There we have that put on. And we will take that and put it down in like that. Get it over these top rollers. Have to kind of jam it down in there. Oh, that one's not cooperating. I may have to re-glue that one. I got it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to re-glue that one. No big deal, but that one popped off. Let's just take it off all the way. There we go. Okay, get it on these road wheels like so. Then we got to take one of the idler wheels and stick it on there. Easier said than done. Just push it on there like that. Now let's see if we can get the whole track moving here. Get that on like that. This up so that it goes into the slot on the wheel like that. There we go. There is one track on. I just need to glue this one half here of this wheel back on like that. And now this thing's come loose. There we go. Got the track on. Look at that. And it moves. Woo. Okay. Let's let that just kind of set up because I had to glue that and I had to re-glue this. And once that is set up and everything's nice and solid, I'll switch over to the other side and put this track on. All right. Let's just set this thing down right here. Get it off that. Set it down right there, and well, you know what? While I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to put this machine gun shield back on. Like that. Put some glue down there. Drop that into place. There we go. The machine gun shield is now on. Okay. All right. Well, here's what we got. Bring this up a little bit. We have the painting all done in the main body of the tank. I have all the tools and other little bits and pieces on the tank. Little grab handles, smoke launchers, machine gun, extra track, all the wheels are on. Kind of turn, treads, kind of turn. Tow cables, all little bits and pieces. The only thing left to do now is, if I plan to use it, is put these figures together and paint them up. I started putting them together. There's even a little doggy that comes with it. There's the little doggy. So now, let's see. In the instructions, it shows these things. There's spikes of some kind that go down in here, and all these spare tires like this. Some of the pictures I looked at didn't have these in there. Some of them did. I'm really not sure what they're for. Supposed to be like 5 of them in each tire here. These weird, look like giant nails, like spikes of some kind. I'm not sure what the purpose was for these things. This is what they look like. The instructions tell you to just put them in there like that. Just like that. There. So we got these spikes in here. That's just what it shows in the instructions. They just sit like these giant nails in there. I don't know if you can see those very well, but there they are. Big spikes. Go down in the spare tires. So, what's left to do? I want to paint up the figures and see if I want to fit them in on and in the tank. See how they look. If I don't like the way they look, I'm just not going to use them. So this tank right now itself is ready for a clear spray. And then I'm going to do a little bit of weathering here and there. And then the decals. And after the decals, one more clear coat over the whole thing. And it'll be done. So, let's move forward. Okay. I put all the figures together. This is the one figure that is going to be holding the little dog. He's supposed to be holding the dog in his arms there. I don't know if you can see how well you can see that, but that's the idea with that one. And then this guy, this commander figure, he's holding up, you know, some food for the dog to eat, a biscuit or I'm not sure what it is. So he stands there. This guy is holding the dog and he's offering this food to the dog to eat. That's the idea. This is the tank crew. This is what tank crews did in the German army. One guy held a dog and the other guy tried to feed it. Right? Right. Of course, this is what they did. Well, I guess, you know, in between battles, they had nothing else to do, so they fed their pet dog. On this separate sheet of paper, they give you a painting guide for the crew figures. I'm going to do my best to follow this painting guide. I don't know if I have these exact colors, but I don't know if it really matters. And in case you were wondering, the guy holding the dog is the loader. The guy offering the biscuit is the commander. Now you're supposed to put the commander down inside this hatch. And this guy sits on the edge with his feet inside this hatch. Unfortunately, I closed up these hatches here. So, I'll have to work out something. So here is the tank. After I put a couple of coats of clear on it. It helps, it tends to help bring out the color and give it a more uniform appearance, perhaps. Helps add definition to it. So next thing I'm going to do is some weathering. Not real heavy weathering, but a little bit. The figures, I started painting them. I've done the flesh colors so far. So let's I'm going to begin doing some weathering on this tank, and we'll see how that looks. And here is the completed model. There aren't very many decals for this particular tank that I built. You've got two decals on the back here, one on each side of the gun housing, and one in the front right there. Excuse me. I'm going to do a little bit more weathering on the wheels and the treads, tracks. The body itself is weathered, about as weathered as I'm going to make it. The figures, I have the skin tone on. Just going to paint the uniforms now. So I think I'll do a little bit more weathering on those wheels and the tracks.